laws and the Dirty Must Go campaign where the Freetown City Council they do. Program today, you get the opportunity for be part of the program. Barry High will send text message at the number 077-981-981. And Seth, you can go now we ready Democracy Facebook page and make your contribution inside the program. The program na midday show where they come to you from the Society for Radio Democracy 98.1 FM, where they start to look at issue them inside the program. According to the head of Media and Crime Service, now the Freetown City Council Metropolitan Police Department, Superintendent Jibrila Hassan Sise, the new Freetown City Council bylaws and on liquid and solid sanitation 2024, where they don't get, go make us owner, business and institution then pay 5,000 new loans or go jail for 6 months if they fail for registered and liquid and solid waste. In talk more to a reporter, Theodora Arena, inside this interview.
We get people away, we can deploy in our strategic areas them, whereas we know see their areas and they prone to their activities and they. So we can deploy at least 2 officers them where they man their areas and they also we get the one day where they do the mobile patrol either on vehicle or motorbikes for ensure say them people and they don't come back at their areas and they. And sometimes we can even get the one day also where we can deploy during the night hours because it can be both day and night some activities there for make that one day go serve as a deterrent so that they not go do the same thing again.
Okay, now this operation here so una can do so for pull illegal garage and same way so trader there. Una get the personnel where it take?
We get the manpower, although it not to that enough. That's why we involve also with we refer to as this community policing, whereas we can use community stakeholders then also we can come to we aid. That's why we can do most time what we call community engagement and sensitization, whereas people can see the need, then buy the idea for say yes indeed the city belongs to every Freetonian. Is not only the responsibility of the Met Police or the council for evict people where they do their illegal activities there, so but it is also the responsibility of stakeholders the way they in their communities and they for make sure say themselves help for police then community and then can also give you vital information them or intelligence with regards to people where can violate or contravene with bylaws them.
We know say city council been get bylaws, but we see of recent society when they try for enforce the sanitation bylaws. They won't talk about these bylaws there. So
we get the existing ones where we get the prohibited use of public place. We get the statutory nuisance, the dogs and other animal bylaws, and the children employment bylaws. Of course, the one are the existing ones. Then we get the current one, when are the liquid and solid waste sanitation bylaws of 2024. And when inside these bylaws, clause 6 of these bylaws don't make and clear, say everybody, be you household, business or institution, you for register and pay for the collection of your waste to an approved and certified legal service waste provider where the council certify. Of course, we get 10 legal service waste providers there, so we then why and the council certify and then get the mandate or the authority for register you and as well as for collect you dirty, whether be it solid or liquid, for go deposit them at the appropriate dump sites.
Pay for this service.
Yeah, for pay for that. But the service providers then, a negotiable then will tell you how much you go to pay and how much time per week or per month where they can collect you dirty for you for go to where. But the bylaws don't make it clear. Say now law power by force everybody for register for you waste, whether be it solid or liquid waste.
You don't make mention of them different bylaws there. So and same way so the one way now for recent way the Freetown City Council they try for enforce. We'll talk about the punishments. Punishments there for anybody we not go adhere to them bylaws there so Freetown City Council.
Of course, like the new bylaws now, of course, because we don't see the old one, so maybe they do with impunity because they look and say the fine where they levy a small amount where previously now be 500,000 old leons notes where the new money now 500 leons. Now these current bylaws, if you contravene or you violate any law within these bylaws, you pay the sum of not exceeding 5,000 leons notes, when are 5 million old leons notes, or you serve an imprisonment term when not go exceed 6 months. Sometimes you can even pay fine and you serve the imprisonment term. You wait and can find out say you know a multiple offender. You can pay the fine, then you serve the imprisonment term. And currently, as I tell you so now, the engagement and the registration is ongoing, and also what we refer to as the soft enforcement is also ongoing, because there are areas where we don't go out for register people them, where people are still reluctant for make them register them. But now the Met Police and the service waste providers them together with the Sierra Leone Police, they all the partner and see that they make sure say Freetonians them they register for the collection and the payment of their waste.
Well, that's now be the head of media and crime service, now the Freetown City Council Metropolitan Police Department, Superintendent Jibril Hassan Sisi, inside an interview with Theodore Arena, USA say the new Freetown City Council bylaws on liquid and solid sanitation 2024, where they don't get go make us owner business and institution then pay 5,000 millions or go jail for 6 months if they fail for register then liquid and solid waste. The program na midday show where they come to you from the Society for Radio Democracy 98.1 FM. We welcome you studio guest. We now the head of media and crime service, Freetown City Council, Metropolitan Police Department, Superintendent Jibril Hassan Sisi, where they are for talk about the Freetown City Council strategy for implement the new sanitation bylaws and the Dirty Moscow campaign where they currently they do. Good afternoon once more and welcome to the program Midday Show. All right, so let me start to look at within the Metropolitan Police Department within the Freetown City Council debate, within this department here, so debate.
Well, the Freetown City Council Metropolitan Police Department, they play a crucial role for maintaining law and order within the Freetown municipality, and also responsible for enforce municipal bylaws and for ensure public safety and regulate traffic sometimes when the need arise. But one of the key areas then where the Metropolitan Police actively involved in the area of sanitation drive. We work for ensure that the city remain clean and free from litter and waste, and not only for improve the overall appearance of the city, but also for help for prevent the spread of diseases and maintain public health. So these are some of the functions or responsibilities of the Metropolitan Police Department. And of course, me within IASU, first of all, one for register a disclaimer, because we get departments at the council, when are the information, education, and communication department, where the spokesman, the head of that, and the head of that department, say when Madam Hassan Kumar Kamara, now in the spokesperson for the entire council. But me specifically, there for talk for the Metropolitan Police Department, who I may belong.
All right, and now let me look at what are some of the activities them where this department here so don't they do, as you say, on a day for care for the appearance of the city in Freetown.
Okay, like I tell you, they enforce the municipal bylaws them.
Okay.
In the sense that defaulters them, they violate or contravene the council bylaws them, we can arrest them, investigate them, and charge them to court. And sometimes, prior to charging them to court, we can first of all levy a fine, whereas the defaulter don't admit, say, indeed the allegation or the offense where they arrest them for, indeed a commit them. We can levy a fine initially. Now, until when you fail for pay the fine, then we not get no alternative but for charge and go court. The bylaws then divided into 5 thematics. Of course, we get the existing ones them, when are the old ones them, we then were now 2010. Now right. Then we formulate them bylaws there. Then of course now we get the current one, when are the solid and liquid waste bylaws of 2024.
Right. So
this one currently now we focus at and now we enforce currently.
All right. So let me look at what's the main objective of the new sanitation bylaws there. So we the Freetown City Council don't put together.
Well, moderator, you can find out say the dirty business. If it don't be a challenge at the Freetown municipality, whereas people just they pull dirty, now the houses them can to where on the streets or public drainage or public places them. You understand? And also again, they don't inculcate in these habits not for one for take responsibility of them waste. Whereas they prefer for give them waste them to then so-called boboya we then call clean saloon or then kush boys them where we all know say then why not get the capacity for collect dirty and go to where na the appropriate dump sites. Then can either end up for even a gutter, na streets, public place, or even backyards them, or people then compound them, whether one day na a recipe for chaos or we can bring disputes amongst or between neighbors them. So because of all the unseemly activities they have through the wisdom of our worship the mayor and that of the deputy mayor, his worship Kweke Lux, and that of the chief administrator, Mr. Raman Tom Farmer, they all demand necessary for them formulate their new bylaws there so because when you look at them new bylaws there so then why then stand the test of time. But looking at the existing ones and the previous ones, then yes, even though yes, then one and they will be they enforce and implement them, but looking at the current trend of policing, they cannot stand the test of time because if you look at the penalty for the one the way they contravene the bylaws them in the existing ones them now 500,000 old loans notes. Right. We now 500 loans for the new money, but this current one now when you contravene any clause inside these bylaws, you pay the sum of 5,000 loans notes we pay the old money now 5 million loans or you serve an imprisonment term we not go exceed 6 months. Sometimes you can even pay the fine, then you serve the imprisonment term.
All right, so what are the importance of the new sanitation bylaws there? So we the Freetown City Council don't get how this important?
Right. Well, bylaws there, so then they play a crucial role, you understand, for ensure say we get a cleaner, safer, and healthy city. Because with them bylaws there, so now, it will serve as a deterrent for the one the way they in the habits, for give and dirty them to the illegal service waste providers them for good to whereas they're not going to reach them now the actual dump sites. It will serve as a deterrent for let them stop their habits and they also the one the way they in the habits also for the pull dirty now they host them for to where on our streets, public place or drainages them, then self go stop that habit because now inside these new bylaws, they don't make it clear. Clause 6 say everybody, as they reside within this municipality, be you individual, meaning we will say household, individual, business, or institution, you for register for the collection of your waste, and same way so they pay for your waste. And this law, it make a mandatory now by law,
how
by
much
force.
For pay? How much people
everybody?
For pay?
Well, the payment it depends on the service provider. We then designate now your ward or your locality or your area.
So everybody for register.
Everybody for
then
register
for
for the
pay
collection.
some amount.
Yes, then we'll tell you.
Every month they go to pay or
well,
every week.
Fine. It can be monthly or quarterly. And in fact, the money you need to pay on a hand.
Okay.
You understand? Then don't design an app where we call the Smart City app.
Okay.
Where this a digital payment system we can streamline payments and also for improve efficiency. Whereas in this app, then we'll show you how you will utilize them or how you they use the app for make payment and also for register. And inside this same app, it can able for tell we the one that we don't register, whether be it household, business or institution, then the one themselves we don't register it, and the one that we don't register but not pay it also the unpaid. You understand? Registered and unpaid. You understand?
Right.
Clients them or producers them. Then can also tell we then one and then can show we also again the one that we don't commit offenses them because in the wisdom of our worship the mayor and that of the deputy and the CA, they know waiting at the economic trend of the country and they also the patrol with the people then because then they always work towards the motto of the council where now the welfare of the citizenry is the supreme law. Then they look into that one. That's why then categorize the offenses them and also the fines the way they levy as a result of the offenses and the way the people in the commit because then gets the one they win a mild, then gets moderate, then gets serious, then get severe. So now so then categorize.
All right. So one go on for no. not to Freetown City Council, go for put the price then out there to the people we go for go collect the dirty there from different area them.
Well, we get approved service waste providers, them we register and satisfied by the council.
Okay.
Then we are the legal service waste providers, them where everybody for register.
You can name some of them.
Yeah, of course. We get Echo Spring.
Okay.
Then we get CDAC. We get CDAC Solution. We get MWC MSL. We get Alpha Tech. Then we get Freetown Waste Transformer. So then one are the 5 approved solid waste and liquid waste collectors and providers them we certify and register by the council. Any other one now are illegal. And anybody where they deal with waste, if we make sure that it come under them YSU, either one of them 5 they also, either you register under CDAC or Echo Spring or MWCSL, or you register with Freetown Waste Transformer. And if you left for register with them YSU, they do dirty business, meaning you're an illegal waste service provider. And we state inside this bylaw say anybody when an illegal waste service provider, also you don't contravene the Freetown City Council solid and liquid waste bylaws of 2024. We then will levy a fine on you.
So now then service provider they also go for put their own price them.
Of course, now then they tell you now, I'm also not they pay. And then get standardized beams them also, we then get for give una, whether be household, whether be business or institution. And then we tell you now, waiting at the cost of them beams there so, and I'm also not going to pay. You understand? Either monthly or quarterly, we then they can collect una doti. Then we go to arrange them either on a 1 or 2 per week, or on a daily basis, or on a monthly basis. It left to our arrange them with the service waste providers then.
All right. The program na midday show where they come to you from the Society for Radio Democracy 98.1 FM. We they look at the Freetown City Council strategy for implement the new sanitation bylaws and the Dirty Must Go campaign way that they do. We get Superintendent Jibril Hassan Sise, we come out from the Freetown City Council Metropolitan Police Department, where they have to talk about the new bylaws there. So we Freetown City Council don't get continue for the way to inside the program, where they look at another issue. The Director of Public Debt Management Division, na the Ministry of Finance, Matthew Sandy, say na over 64 billion loans government-owned international and local partner them, we na about 42% of the country budget. In talk this for Seka 1 days training workshop where the Public Debt Management Division, Ministry of Finance, all for workman and a different institution them for look at the country current debt status. Matthew Sandy talk more to a reporter Ademi Jackson inside this interview.
We gather for update what we call we national debt sustainability analysis. That is the debt the way government don't take from the country, when are from domestic and also from international, we call external debt. So now then they will come bring together and analyze how sustainable it is, whether the country is able to pay them, and we need just trust they will left them. We say we can Canada they can't pay. No, we analyze whether what we take now, we get the revenue for pay and tomorrow and next tomorrow and over the next 20 to 30 years. That make it there.
You mentioned about say the purpose of this engagement and for look at the money that we the government did to us both local and internationally. In terms of data, as we talk now, how much governments owe international organization body them and as well as local institutions them?
Okay, so for international debt now 1.77 billion US dollars, and for the local debt as you see,
The program na midday show where they come to you from the Society for Radio Democracy 98.1 FM. We The head of media and crime service, Freetown City Council Metropolitan Police Department, Superintendent Jibril Hassan Sise, where they are for talk about Freetown City Council strategy for implement the new sanitation bylaws and the Dirty Must Go campaign we then currently they on. We don't talk about the importance of the new bylaws there, so we Freetown City Council don't get. Forget law now one, but the implementation, effective implementation, the other area, how the Freetown City Council can ensure so when implement some of the thing them or all the thing them where they inside the new sanitation bylaws we on don't get.
For tell you say this one it will be sustainable. Now, waiting the council do, since we get 48 wards them, now then wards they also then puts them into block system.
Okay.
Whereas each block contains 6 wards. Understand? So that no ward not go be left out. We not go register. And each and every ward then designates the an approved service waste provider we responsible for register. You understand? People then for the collection and payment of their waste. We fall within that particular ward. Let me just give you a quick rundown. Whereas we get block 1, we start from ward 399 to ward 404, we get Echo Spring. And then they as an approved service waste provider. And this ward, it starts from Orogu to PMB Junction onto Olwaf. Then the contact number for the service provider, we're responsible for them ward here. Now 079 946334. We na Echo Spring.
Okay.
Then you get block 2, which starts from ward 405 to 4010. We na MWCMSL. It starts from PMB to Poti Changes Night Club. Then the contact number na 078 914635. Then you get block 3, which starts from ward 411 to 416, and in the cover from Changes Night Club to Taylor Street by Sarula, where na MWCMSL also na the approved service waste provider them we responsible for that particular ward. Okay. And then contact number na 078914619. Then you get block 4, where na CDAC solution, and then they in charge of that ward. And you get ward 117 to ward 422. Now in the inside this particular ward, and in cover from Taylor Street to Kennedy Street by Kisi Road. And the contact number for the approved service waste provider, then where they cover that ward, now 031003330. Then you get block 5, when a CDAC solution again, when I then cover from ward 423 to 428, where in starts from Kennedy Street to Tower Hill, and then contact number na 031 000 330. Then you get block 6, where na Freetown Waste Transformer, where cover ward 429 to 434, where in starts from Tower Hill to Congo Cross Bridge, and then contact number na 030 010742. Then you get block 7, where in cover ward 435 to ward 440, in cover from Congo Cross Bridge to Moritong Junction, which is then called Tati Junction. Then the contact number na 079 946154. Right. Then the last block, when a block 8, na Alpha Tech, na in the approved service waste provider where they cover this ward, where you get ward 441 to 446. It starts from Moritong to Levuma and Spolup. And contact number na 072 24 0454. So this don't show you say no ward inside the municipality not be left out. So nobody no go tell me whether inside Freetown here say it not belong to a ward. And once you belong to any ward within the Freetown municipality, according to these new bylaws, clause 6, now a must for you register for the collection and payment of your waste. And if you fail for do that one day, you don't contravene or violate the new Freetown City Council solid and liquid waste bylaws of 2024, where then go levy a fine we not go exceed 5,000 new loans notes, where per the old money now 5 million loans, or you go 6 months imprisonment.
So when una plan for implement this?
Of course, the implementation is ongoing. As I talk to you, so currently, with a partner with the Sierra Leone Police, because there is a current MOU signed between the council and the Sierra Leone Police in terms of engagement and enforcement, whereas currently the registration is ongoing, and also we do what we call soft enforcement, because initially we don't do an engagement will last for over 6 months, whereas then we don't go now all of them what's just within the municipality for register and sensitize people them, but the new bylaws. But now again the council don't take upon itself, whereas they involve the Met Police and the Sierra Leone Police together with the approved service waste providers them. Now they go and re-register the one them will not be registered at all.
So deadline day for the registration?
Of course, there is a deadline.
When are the deadline?
The deadline now on the 24th of this month. Everybody for make sure say you don't register, and anybody will not register. Trust me, the law will force you for let you register, because when we find you wanting, then we'll levy a fine. We not go exceed the sum of 5,000 millions notes, or you go for 6 months. And we do understand, say, even in as much as some people them, whether they tell them for let them register, they refuse for register. That's why the Met Police then give them an enforcement form, whereas this form, now they take details of all the one them, when are defaulters them, the one they will not agree for register, even some then they will register but not pay it. You understand? Then self now defaulters them. They also they take record of that one day. Then sometimes you can register, but you can also be a defaulter, and if they even pay for it, you can also be a defaulter, because when they give you a beam or you get a bag outside they put it dirty, if you make sure say that bag day where it don't full, that dirty day enough for scatter within your compound or your premises.
So one go on for know how the registration process stand like.
Well, the registration process, like I say, now the approved service waste providers them, and then they do them. Then go meet you now your office, then go meet you now your business place, or they meet you now your institution. So that's why there's nobody not left out. Then go and meet you now host, then can register you. If you now your office every day, now make them not left everybody out. Now make them say it can be household, it can be business, or it can be an institution. And even the institution them also, and say even an establishment, when an educational establishment, if you register for a waste, then be it a police facility or military facility, if you register for your waste, and also be government facility or local facility, if you register for your waste, even be a diplomatic or consular corps facility, also if you register, then be a charitable organization, also if you register, then being a non-profit making, also if you register. So nobody not be left out in this registration. Everybody now a must for let you register, and if you fail for register, you don't violate this new law, and when the law go bet you tranga one.
All right, the program na midday show where they come to you from the Society for Radio Democracy 98.1 FM. We get Superintendent Jibril Hassan Sise, winner the head of Media and Crime Service, Freetown City Council Metropolitan Police Department, where they have thought about Freetown City Council strategy for implement the new sanitation bylaws and the Dirty Must Go campaign. Continue for the between inside the program as we go for a short music break.
Pity on your music. It's a record.
Guess who's on the mic again?
Accurate Jojo.
And Fred, make we pledge with love and loyalty to the land that we love. Place where we call it home.
I'm in you for me. I'm in you for make this country. I'm in you for build. I'm in you for build this country. Put Salon first. Make we put we country first. Put Salon first. Make we put we country first. Make we put we country first.
White and blue to the top, they tell you. If we can forget them, work together for develop salon. Whether in a Mendelin, but in many, Madingo, so kissy, Franco, Shabu, Rio, Gonofula. All of different tribes, different cultures, different beliefs. When I want salon, make we take it to Japanese favoritism. Forget about everything, put salon first. United we stand, divided we fall. Teamwork, then go make we dreams and make we come together and support one another.
Kneeling back on a cooler. I say we all know one local cancer, so and Madingo. I say we all know one holy neighbor, watching neighbor, loving neighbor. I say we all know one salon. Make we all salon first. Make we put we country first. Put salon first. Make we put we country first.
The program na midday show where they come to you from the Society for Radio Democracy 98.1 FM. We still get Superintendent Jibril Hassan Sise, Head of Media and Crime Service, Freetown City Council, Metropolitan Police Department, where they are for talk about Freetown City Council strategy for implement the new sanitation bylaws and Dotty Must Go campaign. We don't talk about some of the things them why make wanna bring up these new bylaws then. Look at some of the things them where they inside the new sanitation bylaws where the Freetown City Council don't get. Wait some of them things they are so where they inside this new law.
Okay. First of all, the bylaws they get certain interpretations them where I believe say we duty for let the public know some of their interpretations and then we will deliberate on few of the things that were inside these bylaws because of the time. First of all, we dey talk here about business, and yeah, when we talk about business, it can be somebody, it can be a company, it can be a corporate or similar organization where they carry on a trade or a business within any premises within the Freetown municipality, whether as you an owner or an occupant. Then also we dey talk about the producer. A producer, when we talk about producer, a producer now somebody where they produce waste. It can be individual, it can be business, and it can be an institution. Then also we talk about garbage now, and when we talk about garbage now, unusable or unwanted material, then of course inside this solid and liquid waste bylaws of 2024, we get the solid waste, then we get the liquid waste, then we get another one where we refer to as hazardous waste. Of course, when we talk about the liquid waste now, so this we talk about we fecal or sewage where they come on and we cesspool them or we pit latrine them. That one day we refer to as the liquid waste. Then of course when we talk about the hazardous waste, of course this is a combination of solid waste, you understand, as a result of in concentration or in physical or chemical characteristics and where it gets the tendency, you understand, for make a cause death or a hazardous to human health and also the environment, and including the pharmaceutical equipments then also then inside this hazardous waste. And we talk about the chemicals then also then inside this hazardous waste. Any waste where a hazardous to the health and environment, we refer to them as the hazardous waste. Of course, there we talk about the solid waste in any material other than liquid or hazardous waste.
Right.
And of course, then we get the approved service waste providers them. Then we are now the registered and certified approved waste service providers them by the council when they get the mandates for collect either liquid or solid waste. Then of course, we get the manual emptier them, then we get the mechanical emptier. Of course, when we talk about the manual emptier, now then where they deal with the collection of liquid waste, either then they use mechanical equipment them, either they use evict or vacuum trucks them for collect the solid waste. Then of course we get the local emptiers them, where then wire so the one who can call night soil mine them, where we all know first time there were the people them they call for go build then toilets and when they build them pit latrine. Of course, then why also then for register with the council. And the one they will register with the council, now the legal and certify and approve waste, liquid waste providers them where the council don't certify. So now then why are you for work with if you toilets don't flop, now they will call. So now part 3 of these bylaws we say producers to arrange for the collection of solid waste. This section it don't place a clear responsibility on individuals them, businesses and institutions them for let them manage their waste. And clause 6 now say in mandates that every household where we say individual, you understand, business or institution, now a must for let you register for your waste. But it tied to a fee where this fee you dey pay and through the Freetown City Council waste management digital system where I be tell you about when are this smart app. And this app they make them for streamline payments and for improve efficiency.
Right.
So we dey talk about clause 7 in explicitly prohibits the illegal disposal of waste. Meaning this law in the tell we say nobody not get the rights or the mandate for to weigh dirty na streets, inside gutter or drainages or public place or even a backyard. And if you do that one day, na a contravention of this clause. And same way so, in not tap day, he also talks say littering also na the streets, it prohibited according to this law. So anybody will do their activities there, so according to this clause, you don't commit an offense and you're liable for pay a fine will not for exceed 5,000 unions notes or you serve an imprisonment term will not go exceed 6 months. Then you talk about clause 8, where in the focuses on property owners and occupants them. And this, now they tell we, but the owners of property and occupants them, where we refer to as tenants them, for making them maintain the cleaning of them premises them and them frontages them. That's why sometimes in February, in the wisdom of our worship, the mayor, that of the deputy and the chief administrator, then we pull out official frontage cleaning notices them, where them be give out to household businesses and institutions them for let them clean them frontages them. The one that we get premises them, the one that we get factories, the one that we get hotels, guest house, offices, banks, filling stations, you name it. All of them one and then we don't pull that notice they for let them clean them frontages them.
Okay.
And now as I tell you, the enforcement is ongoing because anybody where they meet you frontage dirty, now you responsible for that frontage day, and the law go bet you tranga one. But as I say currently, they do now what we refer to as the soft enforcement. For now, we need the effect arrest it. We they go first, then warn you, then give you this form. After we then fill and find out say you get any offense where you commit within these bylaws, then we fill that form day, then give you 3 days notice for let you abate that nuisance day. Then after that 3 days now, the enforcement team they can check if actually you don't abate the nuisance or the nuisance still there in existence.
All right. So how on a plan for monitor the implementation of the new bylaws there so when I don't get?
Well, that's why I tell you, see, now I make with a partner with the Sierra Leone police. In fact, not only the Sierra Leone police, but we also work with community stakeholders there, youth groups there. You understand? Within all the localities them or communities them within the Freetown municipality, we work with them, the chairman them, the traditional rulers there. We work with all of them people there because, mind you, we're not able for police the entire municipality. Now I make with a partner with them people here because we believe say with them people here, then we're able for giving vital information with regards to people them where they violate or contravene we bylaws them. And even SSF, then they help with for police, then communities them or then localities them. Whereas according to the Criminal Procedure Act, this new Amendments Act, the civilian also get the power for arrest and handover to the police. Also, if you see somebody they commit an offense, we contrary to law. You understand? So these are some of the strategies then we don't put in place. But as I tell you, currently the exercise is ongoing. Then they do the engagement as well as the registration, and also they take records of the one them we na defaulters them, and then give them also warning for make them make sure say they abate the nuisance them within 72 hours. When you fail for do that one day, the team go out there again because then they use the app effectively, and in this app Now they factor all of them informations there, so with regards to the one them when a violators them. You understand? After we they don't fill that form, then you get the approved service providers them, where also they filter that information inside the app.
All
And
right.
now that app the officers then get for use during the enforcement, because they see inside the app where they tell you the enforcement side where you they click, and immediately when you click they see the one them we don't register, the one them we are unregistered, then you see the one they also when are offenders them.
All right, so
Yeah.
so we don't they see outside the Freetown City Council don't they implement plenty program or initiative then for ensure say wanna clean the city. How effective with the new bylaws they are so get for the for ensure say wanna clean the city to the way wanna always done the plan for making the
Well, this one, as I tell you, before nowadays, then he say we are backing dogs, but we are no longer backing dogs. Now we are biting dogs.
Okay.
You understand? Now the law, the betranga one, and the bylaws them they effective and then will be sustainable.
so the law the
In terms
bet to
of-
safe.
Of course,
If you're not
nobody
doing
is exempted.
Okay.
Even Mr. Sef Nayasu, the law don't make and clear for that register for me waste.
Okay.
And of course, I don't go na me also sadi. We don't register. You understand? Now by force, this now by law, like how they say pauper. Everybody, according to this law, you for register. Nobody no exempted. This, regardless of whether you be your status, you for register for your waste and make sure so you pay for the collection also of your waste.
All
You
right.
understand?
The program na midday show where they come to you from the Society for Radio Democracy 98.1 FM. We still get Superintendent Jibril Hassan Sise, we na the head of Media and Crime Service, Freetown City Council, Metropolitan Police Department, where they have for talk about the Freetown City Council strategy for implement the new sanitation bylaws and the Dirty Must Go campaign they currently they do. We don't talk about the new sanitation bylaws we owner don't get. Now let we come to the Dirty Must Go campaign. Within this campaign here, so about
Of course, the Dirty Must Go campaign embedded in all of these activities.
okay.
You understand? In the center. You understand? Because we they use that nomenclature, or that name, because we feel say every Freetonian will able to understand the language or the communication where the council they try for communicate. So that barrier no go there. Somebody no go say, I don't understand what you are there about. You understand? And we all know in Creole and say dirty must go. And I believe say nobody not like dirty business. You understand? And until we say cleanliness is next to godliness. And everybody as a citizen, USSF go agree with me say every citizen go like for live in a peaceful, comfortable, convenient, and healthy environment. And with this cogent fact, therefore, now it make in the wisdom of our worship the mayor, that of the deputy mayor and the chief administrator, then devise the new bylaws they ask, and we dey make sure say we implement and enforce them bylaws they ask to the latter. And mind you, these bylaws is not only center on sanitation, you understand? It also extend on the one the way they misuse with public spaces then.
Okay.
Of course, I make them factor and there again. You understand? And at the last section, that one, the inside the bylaws, where they talk about the prohibited use of public spaces.
Okay.
Whereas in these bylaws, you don't state and clear, say nobody not for use the streets as garage for repair vehicle or for the parking of abandoned vehicle. And same way, so nobody not for use the streets for sell or for do street trading or for cook or sell food. And nobody not for use the streets as a welding shop or for weld. And also nobody not for use the streets for stock bush sticks or for sell bush sticks. And nobody not for use the streets for stock building materials.
Okay.
And also not for use the streets for urinate or defecate. And not for use the streets also for launder, that's for book. All of that one day, inside this new sanitation bylaws of 2024. Everything factor inside it.
All right, the program na midday show where they come to you from the Society for Radio Democracy 98.1 FM, where they look at another issue inside the program. According to the Executive Secretary for the National Commission for Peace and Social Cohesion, Hawas Samai, say the decision where government take for tap the case between the state and the first-term President Anes Bai Koroma and for making a return back na Salone, na part of the peace agreement where government be signed with the opposition APC party. Jaffamas Davis gets more in a report.
The focus of the government press briefing for second week July now be on ECOWAS summit and the impact to peace and national cohesion for West Africa. This now will be changed as one notification reached the information minister in phone, but government through the Ministry of Justice in decision for second one legal matter will be happening inside 2024. And the Minister of Information and Civic Education, Chernoba, has waited for updates to public. But waiting this decision they about, be explained more.
The government don't tap in case we get against the former president, Dr. Anes Bai Koroma. The Attorney General and the Minister of Justice don't file a notice for make them go tap the criminal case we them get against the former president, Dr. Anes Bai Koroma, in accordance with Section 45 of the Criminal Procedure Act 2024. The case no longer no day before the courts, and that bail with them grants don't count to an end. The release end say the former president free for comeback salon where done in medical or at any time we in choose for cam.
From this update, question we go then any citizen in their mind now about how this update they help for contribute to the peace in the country, and the Executive Secretary for the Independent Commission for Peace and National Cohesion, Hawas Samai, they explain but what does this mean for the country and the unity agreement what political institution they be don't agree for before this term in the country.
Now the Peace Commission and as a nation inside this unity agreement, now resolution 6. It said both parties commit to re-engineer and rekindle the relationship with the national, social, political, economic system, such as between His Excellency the President and former political leaders, in bracket, former presidents and vice presidents, the APC and SLPP leadership, etc. How we go ensure say this showcase we at every level, not only in Africa but at global level. They drop all the charges, they say because of peace and social cohesion. Please let me and you to make a boast about it.
After this statement, now time now for talk about how this update connect with ECOWAS summit and the impact where they bring for Salone participation by ECOWAS business way camp and policy na the region. The Deputy Majority Leader to na Parliament, Honorable Sir Emerson Lamina, been gets this for say.
Displeasing of treason, you don't read out crimes, but because the Attorney General get authority and come no la prosecute. This case, I make it out. I cannot go there and watch. Me a lawmaker today, President Dr. Anes Bai Koroma former should come back home. What does this mean? I mean, ECOWAS, we contribution them to peace building. I get opportunity every year. Country they produce and present and read out a country report. And then we then MP the for Checheram, tell country them, I don't go for peace. But here is a man, President Joseph Malabio, an epitome of peace. So no! Now only one country we get. Let's hug, let's chill. Now only Mama Salone we get. That's the beauty. Before this week expire, definitely we any parliamentary resolution on the subject matter we don't discuss.
The Deputy Majority Leader to na Parliament and for call on the public for receive this news fine and celebrate as this is a get big role for play for getting to the country in peace and democracy ahead of the next election. For the Society for Radio Democracy, Jaffaman Davis, they report.
Ramana Midday Show, we come to you from the Society for Radio Democracy, 98.1 FM. We still get the head of Media and Crime Service, Freetown City Council, Metropolitan Police Department, Superintendent Jibril Hassan Sise, where they are for talk about the Freetown City Council strategy for implement the new sanitation bylaws and the Dirty Moscow campaign we did do. We don't talk about waiting this Dirty Must Go campaign, but look at how the Dirty Must Go campaign they address the root causes of sanitation neglect in the city Freetown.
The Dirty Must Go campaign, I believe, say since when then initiate and start for implement I think a clear testament for sure say the dirty business they don't minimize now the municipality.
Okay.
Because now even the so-called kush or clean saloon guys them, but cool people now we don't aware they need to give them dirty again for 2 weeks. And also then one day we they in the habits for the 2 way dirty inside drainages or gutter or streets or public place. I can see that's don't minimize a bit the cost. We see the effectiveness of the approved service waste providers them, because down there in be the one of the challenge we Fritonians them they make mention but say well not to for register but how then would they go for the collect and dirty. But now then they see how then so proactive in the collection of them dirty they are so.
Okay, so you say the dirty don't minimize.
You don't they minimize.
Wanna get any data for backup with you don't talk so?
Well of course there is a data, but that one they with the environmental health and sanitation head.
Okay.
You understand? And get that data you understand? Maybe in subsequent programs them instead go they come along for the give an update with regards to the data collection of how the dirty don't drastically minimize within the municipality.
So we
Of
don't
course,
sit
the
today.
the evidence is clear.
We don't sit there alone. Rain don't come from this morning. They in the camp. But if you go on street, you see plenty dirty. They don't
Yes,
come out.
of course. Now
So what's the owner they do in regarding to that? Day?
that's great. Of course, we in the wisdom of our worship, the mayor and the deputy and the chief administrator, recently they institute a project where we refer to as the flood mitigation. You understand? And this flood mitigation then target areas them when a disaster prone areas them, especially the one them we get public drainages them. When you look at the likes of Krube, you look at this Samba Gota and other areas them, we sign a recipe for the people them when they see every downpour of rain and go take dirty to where and a gutter, they make sure that they send a team of sanitation guys them where they don't clean all of them gutters, and sometimes they can even use that excavator for clean them gutters, and the whereas for allow the smooth running of the rainwater where they come, because we don't know the volume of the rain where they come inside this rain season, and then we don't do and apply yourself to the rain season. And few days ago, weeks ago again, then they on them, and I believe saying a continuous process, whereas then we make sure that that one day replicates now all of the wards them within the municipality, but now a gradual process. Now then they look for the side and way they know say they were in major disaster prone areas there. Now they then focus first as at now, but now till we then get for replicate.
But we they see even the main streets then dirty in Africa.
Yes, that one day you not go say it not go happen, because this now one of the habits where we dey try for tell Sierra Leoneans them let them stop, because sooner we then see rain they come, some man they in the habits they for pull dirty and us so we are not got about usa we get most of them challenges there, so now the far to reach areas them we are too is concerned, because the one that we did now the main highway them or the main old road or new road not easy, so again for let's see short activity they happen. But also can get them challenge, especially in the far to reach areas them, the one that we they up then hills them. Of course the council they try also for put strategies in place for see that they're able for tackle that dirty issues again where they come up them far to reach areas them, because before now the council we don't even create areas they will refer to as transfer stations them, where they within them municipal and then wards there so or localities there, so whereas now the people them for go first then go deposit them then garbage them when the council trucks they now then go come collect.
So where the hillside bypass road now far to reach area, because anytime we in come that area they would see dirty they come out na street, the whole street can dirty.
Well, you find out say people and they up that hillside that Leicester Road, you understand? And most of them are dirty then not so say like the one within at the main street, so not so like say now them actually can do their acts in you. Now the one they wake they up the hills them that Leicester Road axis going to them for a big calling. Now them axis, them want to do up there, then side in it.
All right, so how the new bylaws they also go ensure say they address some of the issues there also in terms of what people do to in our streets and other sanitation issues there with the country they face?
Well, now one of the strategy we I believe say even our worship be they talk about for minimize them issues and the that's them approved service waste providers yasu then for work also with the other service waste providers them we not register with the council and the says then for inculcate them now the system because then back on they into dirty business they're not for be left out, you understand, because we don't understand say we get other one like I think Clean Saloma, Mr. Clean Bar or others. Then they will themselves they deal with dirty business.
Right,
so then one they no need for be left out. They need for inculcate the system because then self gets the capacity for collect dirty. The only people them will be they frown at now then so-called kush guys here so or clean salon guys here so we not get no capacity, no get wheelbarrow, no truck, no tricycle for collect and put dirty. And then they end up for put dirty in the streets them or gutters them or manages them.
All right, plenty thank you for you joining with the inside the program. Superintendent Jibril Hassan Sisi, Head of Media and Crime Service, Freetown City Council, Metropolitan Police Department. Every day inside the program for talk about the Freetown City Council strategy for implement the new sanitation bylaws and the Dirty Must Go campaign. Plenty thank you for you joining inside the program. Made the show well fumble. Now this edition of the program made the show go left for today. Plenty thank you to my executive producer, Michael Sambola, and to my producer, Theodore Arena. Plenty thank you to Jaffa Mans Davis, we make on our Civil Life now Facebook, and to DJ Schoolface for technical support. May we present this edition of the program. May the show come to you. My name is Namastan Swagedi Setata.